It has been a while since I've done a blog, and today, you sometimes you get one of those feelings where you are simply just energized. Well, I think today is one of those days where I am honestly just energized to do stuff, and I feel normal. Not that I haven't been feeling normal the past couple weeks or few weeks or months. Maybe I haven't been feeling normal. I have been feeling lately very stressed with a lot of like personal things. And I think today I woke up with just like a newer outlook on things and decided, okay, it's Saturday. Let's do a reset. I typically already do kind of like cleaning the house on Saturday. And so I'm starting with laundry today. Just I had a few clothes of clothing that needed to be washed. So I'm gonna just like I'm here in my laundry. Pretty much just trying to make sure that I have clean clothes for later. And next I'm gonna tackle the kitchen because that has been, you know, I'm not the greatest at doing the dishes. I'm just gonna be honest. I am not. And it has gotten a little out of control, so I'm gonna be doing a little bit of dishes today. Well, all of the dishes and just kind of like tidy things up and put things where they belong, which is a big flaw of mine. I usually once I wash them, I leave them in the dishwasher to dry, and then I forget about it. So I'm gonna be doing that, tackling this mess of a place. All of these dishes are clean and dry. Just need to put them away so they look nice while I rewatch The Handmaid's Tale because I know the new season came out. Well, the final season, and it has been a couple of years since I've watched like the entire series, so I need to catch up. Not that I don't know what the plot is, but like sometimes you miss some of those details when there's such a long time in between, like when seasons come out. So I'm rewatching. I'm on season 2 already. So let me show you all the before, and then we'll see how long it takes me. It's already 7:51 a.m. on a Saturday, and we'll see how this goes. Okay, so here's my before. Clearly, I need to really do some putting away and organizing. But before I tackle this, I really need to get something into my system. So I start with a smoothie. In this case, I wanted to do this kind of like green smoothie, and adding this ovasitol supplement to kind of help me with my cycle, which my doctor recommended I should take on a daily, and to just kind of give me that boost of energy to do it. But when I tried it, it needed more pineapple, and I couldn't get the pineapple to unfreeze from the packet, so I had decided to opt in for an apple to add to this juice just to make sure it tastes a little bit better because I was really tasting the kale and the avocado. So now let's start with that cleaning away and putting everything in the dishwasher into its place so I can put the new dishes in there to dry. That's at least my goal. And honestly, having The Handmaid's Tale in there in the background really helped me focus and wash the dishes, making sure it looks super easy from this point of view when you see myself cleaning the dishes and washing them and putting them away so they can dry. But in reality, this took about a good 30 to 40 minutes to just wash the dishes alone, make sure to clean everything and do everything that I need to do. So like that area, like the sink area, remains clean in there. So very happy that I decided to start the day with this cleaning process. Next thing I tackle is the stove in this clip. I had a lot of grease buildup in here, and I usually have like a little scraper when I'm cooking to kind of help me like go along as I did, but this time I kind of like let it go. So I'm just adding here some baking soda in the areas where I see the grease in there, so it can make the scrubbing and this kind of like Gillette blade that I have to kind of help me take out the stuff from this kind of like glass look from the glass stove, right? So I didn't know I could do this. My mom actually taught me this. I had been buying chemical stuff to just kind of help me, and none of it actually helped until this baking soda and vinegar. Literally, like the chemical reaction of those two things helps take out the gunk and the grease from the stove. So as you can see, I should have probably grabbed a cup in here to just kind of make it a little bit easier than that whole bottle, but it was still the morning, so my brain wasn't braining at that moment. So you just let it do its thing. You can see a little bit of the bubbles and you can zoom in a little bit, but other than that, then I just grabbed this little tool that I got from Lowe's that is essentially a blade, kind of like the ones that you use for shaving, like a single blade, and that I just like scrub away, and it makes the grease, like the buildup, just kind of like comes off really easily with that. And as I do the movements, more of the vinegar moves away, and it lets me like it continues to do its reaction for like that certain areas of the baking soda that haven't reacted to the vinegar just yet. So I love this new little thing that my mom taught me. So thank you, mom, for showing me how to clean this glass stove. I always thought it was easy to clean this area. That's why I have one, a glass stove. But if you don't keep up with it, these one honestly, they things burn really quickly in there, and they just get stuck, and you can't really undo it at that point. And so this little trick has helped me a lot. Once you're done scrubbing, you just simply have to like wipe away all of the stuff. Maybe this is where I used a little bit of the chemicals to just kind of give it that extra luster and shine. That's the only thing that I found that the products that I buy at the store actually help with. But as you can see, it looks a lot shinier and a lot better, almost like new in there. So then I just put this cover to just kind of serve as extra counter space for when I'm not using the stove. But that was good. Next thing is just cleaning up all of the rest of the counters, and I realized that I ran out, so I had this refillable thing where I just fill it up with water and add this concentrate from it, and then I'm able to clean the counters with that. That was the last bottle that I had, I believe. So it smells really good. It helped with the cleaning, just kind of getting all of the stuff that was in the counter out onto the floor, because I'm gonna broom later, so I just wanted to drop everything on the floor and just kind of do a quick dry clean of the stuff all over my counters, and before I spray the disinfectant and all of that stuff in there. So that was what I was doing right there, and then I just cleaning, spray everywhere to make sure that everything is nice and disinfected all over the counters, and give it a little bit of a shine as well. Once I was done with the counters, I realized my woodcutter board was done and dry. So I decided to add a little bit of olive oil to the board to kind of serve as a protectant. I saw this somewhere on social media. I can't remember where, but you just add oil to any wooden stuff to kind of help it be a little bit more water resistant when you're cooking, or in this case, like cutting up tomatoes or vegetables or anything that you use your cutting board for. So I'm just making sure to add that finisher to that board. Next thing is the floors. Like I told you before, I literally threw everything on the floor and started brooming everywhere. Then I go with like a vacuum to just pick up anything that the broom couldn't pick up. So that's kind of like my two-step when it comes to cleaning the floors. And then finally, it was time to mop. And I got this last week, this new little mop thingy that I've been eyeing it for a while, and then decided, what the heck, let's get it. And it has made my life so much easier when it comes to cleaning and doing all the stuff. So I have tackled the hardest part of this cleaning, which is the kitchen. I mean, the kitchen. It's clean, ready. Floors are clean for a while because I have dogs, so that's not gonna last very long, but at least they're gonna be clean. At least it's not raining, so there's not gonna be mud in the house. I also cleaned this hallway a little bit there. So now the last part that I need to tackle is the living room area, which just needs to be tidied up. vacuumed, broomed, and mop, and that should be it. And arranging stuff. So wish me luck. I started. Somehow we finished cleaning the kitchen, living room slash dining area, and a little bit of the laundry room. I just mopped it. But it's all looking a lot better. Floors are clean. I don't know for how long they'll stay this way, because if you're a dog parent, and particularly since I have 4 of them, they bring in a lot of dust in here. So I've been contemplating if I should buy a Roomba or like a little robot to vacuum daily, to just kind of like help me with a little bit of the upkeep. And oh my gosh, I just realized how sweaty I am. It is a workout to clean your house, people. It is definitely a workout, but I digress. But this whole thing is clean. I feel a little bit better. I was able to do a lot of laundry. I just need to fold it a little bit more, and then clean the bathrooms, just like the toilets and stuff like that, just like a weekly thing that we do. I had a smoothie. I should probably make myself a small breakfast so I can take some of my medicines and then continue the cleaning. Okay, so we are officially done with cleaning. I just still need to do laundry and fold it, but that's, I'm just gonna wait for my boyfriend to get here because he's the one who helps me with the folding when I do laundry. Well, I'm waiting for my mat that I washed to dry, so I just left it outside. Plants are thriving right now. But I also cleaned my room, cleaned the bathrooms. I didn't have time to record that because I was like, I just need to get this done. It's already 12:40. I only drank the smoothie in the morning, as you saw, while I was making clean the kitchen. But I figured I don't feel like cooking because I literally just cleaned the stove and I didn't want to use it just yet. I wanted to stay a little bit cleaner for a longer period of time. I will cook dinner later on today, but I thought for my breakfast slash lunch today, I'm gonna have some fruits. So some cuties with like a cut up banana. And I definitely need protein, so I use my handy dandy little, I don't know, egg cooker to help me do the eggs. I'm gonna peel those off and eat those with a little bit of salt and call it a day for my brunch. That's all I feel like eating. And then I need to go and just do some work for the rest of the day online on my computer, not for work, but more necessarily for my sorority, which I have some pending tasks and things that I need to just kind of like focus this weekend. And I have a few meetings here and there. So thankfully, I got it all done before I have to start all those things. And I already showered. Hair is dry. I didn't do anything to it, so it still looks like a mess, but at least it's clean. Because what is Daddy doing? What is Daddy doing? Yeah, we definitely. Yes. Coming right up. Charge the battery. Now let's bring in the battery. Okay.
You okay?
You said to start vlogging, so careful. Oh my god.
Can you pull this one?
Yeah.
That one.
Okay.
I think that's good for like today. I'll just cut this, right?
Oh my gosh, you caught a lot.
This one.
You want me? This one?
Yeah.
Pull it?
Yeah. That's it.
There you go. Okay. Let me move out of the plane.
Give me the battery.
Okay. Yeah. Doesn't have enough strength.
Can you do it?
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. So this tree has been... I love the tree. It's gigantic, gorgeous, very tall. But as you can see, it hides a lot of my house. And it also has... I don't think the previous owners really took care of it a lot. Like you know, by trimming it down to avoid it getting this big. So I'm gonna show you all. Part of this thing is because why we're bringing this tree down is because the roots have gotten out of control. Like you can see the roots even go all the way to our backyard, and that's not good for the foundation. It's not affecting it right now, but in the long run, I just don't want this to become an issue. So the idea is that little by little each weekend, Preet is gonna try to cut this tree, and eventually we'll probably have to hire someone to chop all of this down. Okay? What?
Bring me the hand one.
Oh, the hand saw? Okay. I'll be back. As first-time homeowners, you don't have a lot of everything that you will need for your house. So like as the need rises, you purchase stuff. And so we started with this, and it did a pretty good job, but then we had to get like that electric one to just kind of help him do that a little bit faster. But I'm glad that he's brave enough to go up there in that tree and cut everything up, so eventually we can have a pretty front yard. And that's it for today, for the Saturday.
But we did it like last time. We did not do it.
We didn't do this much.
Go there and check
Last
the house.
time we didn't do this much because we just had that. So
Check from there. How it look like now? House.
let's see.
Oh, it's almost bold.
It is almost bold. It's just,
Oh, house look actually bigger.
yeah.
I thought to cut this one first,
Yeah.
no, but I was like, no, I'll cut the top one first,
Yeah.
then I will cut so I can have.
Yeah. Yeah, so we have done a lot. Well, he has done a lot. Last weekend, no, 2 weeks ago, we weren't able to do much, but that little machine helped him cut a lot. Now he needs to just chop it up a little bit more, put it all here in the curve. So we usually keep the thicker portions, so we'll probably keep those to just kind of have some wood for the fall to kind of have bonfires and all of that stuff. But I am glad that it's a beautiful day today. It's sunny. It hasn't rained in a couple of days, so it's not super dry yet. But we also need to start mowing our lawn because on the back it has gotten really bad. And here in the front, not so much because the tree provided so much shade that nothing really could grow here. And that's also another one of the reasons why we're trying to get rid of the tree. I hate to get rid of such a beautiful tree, but it's not helping with the yard like how we want it to look. So here we are. Clearly he didn't care about my little flowers. But move them to a safe location now. But next thing, he just needs to chop it up a little bit more. Trying to keep it clean as I cook while Preet is over there fixing the tree and getting all of that done. So I'm trying to wash as I go, but it's been a little unsuccessful. But I finished cooking, so let me show you all what I cooked for today's dinner and maybe tomorrow's lunch as well. So I just finished cooking. Literally so sad. I cleaned this already, but this boiled over. Even though I had it on low, it still boiled over. Now I have to clean this again. But I made some soup for us. I know it's like hot outside, but I'm always in the mood for soup, even on hot days. Anybody else like that? But it's just veggie soup. It has quinoa in it, some broccoli, corn, and like onions and different things like that. So that's that. I also made, what's this called? Aloo. So it's an Indian dish that I make, and Preet likes it. It literally translates to potatoes. So aloo is potato in Hindi. I am a little too dry. I usually like it a little bit less, a little bit more soupy like, or more creamy like. But we tried our best. It tastes good. It's spicy for sure. And yeah, so that's what we're gonna have for dinner today. All of that stuff. Again, I was planning to make some mushrooms. Like, this is another Indian dish that I know how to make, but I ended up changing my mind and it was too late. I already washed the mushrooms, so I'm gonna have to probably do something with them tomorrow, and some sauce or something like that. But I'm trying to keep the kitchen clean. We're trying our best, right, Remy? Right. Right, Gizmo? Rio? And Roxy, we are trying our best to maintain the house clean, but we're not being too successful. Well, the boyfriend finished. He has to finish a few things tomorrow, like the branches and all of that stuff, and maybe cutting a few more branches from the tree. But he got tired, and it also got dark outside, so it's better to just kind of stop. And also he got very hungry, so but I think that's all I'm gonna record for today, because we're just gonna eat after this and probably just go to sleep, because it's been a long day for me of cleaning the house. For him, as soon as he came from work, he started cutting that tree, so it's a lot. So I hope that you'll have a good weekend, and I will see you all in the next video.